ending up in jail, I guess. Don't mind trailblazing as long as we got the ammo. And the whiskey.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these above... I've managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and... No, it shouldn't take all that long. That's strange. The system says that the files were accessed You wouldn't happen to know... Yes, that sounds like something he'd do. Those files need to be erased. Hold out your arm and I'll have it done in a flash. glad you're thinking clearly. I was afraid to blink there for a second. There, all done. I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Will.
Keeley just called in. You should have heard the director. But wait up. Now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised.
I received a pleasant call. Destroyed. Really. I find that hard. Keeley, again. Do you understand what that rotting old bitch has done? Thousands. And I had a chance to prove that scientists could be more. You're an accomplice in this. Keeley is one old woman. You could have easily stopped her. You're either incompetent or you're on her side. Now get out of this office. Get out.
Hello. Feels good not to have to drag a Brahmin train across the Mojave.
Go right ahead, Trooper.
Morning.
It's been a long tour.
Checking in with
All
the
I
base.
can- Careful if we go off the road.
How may I serve you, mistress? Welcome to Repcon headquarters, Rocketeer. Come all this way to see our little facility, have you? I'm here to answer any and all questions you may have, within specified parameters. And if you'd like, I can provide a tour of our museum.
Civilizing Prim will show what we can do for everyone else.
Still rather take my leave at the strip.
We can monitor Ranger activity all through the region with the systems here.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
A veteran ranger inspires awe. Stick around for when they get here, you'll see. If I live to earn the black armor...
Hello. Howdy, great to see you.
I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Rangers. What can I do? In a strictly official However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I suppose if you must stick with your narrow, parochial view of in charge...
Hello.
I just got word that First Recon is being mobilized to Nelson. God forbid we get any reinforcements here, right? Yeah.
Nice job out there.
Hey.
Haven't seen you around before, soldier.
What you want, Holmes? What do you want to know?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Hello?
First Recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
Hello?
Sounds like we're running. Friend now. That's...
Sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers
Glad
away.
I left the outpost behind.
perimeter's been quiet.
Boyd's in there with the prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
What is it, soldier? Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might... We captured an honest-to-God centurion of... Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him. Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way, and I'm supposed to get information out of this. I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restriction. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination. I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him... So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way... That's the spirit. Okay. Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Celus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement. You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order. Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for... They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the... I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll Get away from me.
Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill
Wish
him.
they'd show themselves.
Why don't you step outside a minute?
Come on!
Let off some steam. Nice job.
Wish they'd show themselves.
Come on!
All right, you can stop for a sec. I
Get
think my
away
friend
from
doesn't
me.
like you, Loose. I don't know how much longer I can keep her under control.
You think this'll make me
Not
talk?
just one Loose.
This is the
A
best you can
savage
do.
beating. It'll be like your
Go to
collar,
hell.
Seal.
You're getting nothing
Not
from
the
me.
sort of... Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check with your weapons for your safety as well as his.
Don't see a thing. Wish they'd show themselves.
Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would... My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks. Beat me all you like, but it won't make my information any more useful. Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. For 3 days, we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on... The spy has been here a long time. Since before the... If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you.
In no mood
You
for
like that?
hunting.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we got a chance to hold it.
That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get in trouble. This'll do the NCR a lot of good, so you... Here's the standard fee. Plus, I threw in the price of a good show on the strip. That's from me. Not big on reading names.
I've got something for you.
Damn shame about the palace.
First recon is holding Forlorn Hope.
I really hope General Oliver has a good plan if the Legion comes back.
Storms pick up quick around here. This traveling's making me thirsty.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
If you got something to say it to the lieutenant.
Got him spotted.
Come on.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Hey, welcome aboard.
You're back. What's up? All quiet. I shouldn't have said anything in the first place, and I'd rather not get you into the habit of crossing the ends.
Careful if we go off the road. You're just in time for your ass whipping. Someone's looking to cash their chips early. Glad that's it. Glad that's it.
Hey, over. Go to the big room on the east side of this building and take the metal staircase off. Get moving.
Let's
All right, Smoothskin. I'm letting you in. You better watch yourself.
God, but are you ugly. Get upstairs and talk to Jason before I throw up just from looking at you. The Great One can be found upstairs. Don't think about wasting his time. He's...
Whoa.
I'm gonna die.
Hello.
Hello, Wanderer. Please forgive us our humble surroundings. Our true home awaits us in the far beyond. Have you come to help us complete the great journey? We wish to escape the barbarity of the wasteland, especially the violence and bigotry of its human inhabitants. The Creator has promised to my flock a new land, a place of safety and healing, a paradise in the far beyond. Preparations for the great journey were nearly complete when the demons appeared. The demons appeared from nowhere, except it might be more accurate to say they never actually appeared at all. The demons are invisible. Where one of them stands, the most one sees is the air shimmering like sunlight on water. They set upon us as we were on our way to worship one morning. We had just entered the basement. My flock fought bravely and killed a few, but at such cost. Nearly half of us died or went missing. The rest of us retreated up here. One of the demons raved at us, but they have not tried to attack us since. Still, their demonic presence brought all progress towards the great journey to a standstill. But now you have come. Once again, the Creator has sent a human to help us across a seemingly Yes, over the intercom. Threats of death should we step outside. Guarantees of safety should we stay. It went on for hours, and did not always make sense. But that was the first day only. Will you drive? Let me
know when the underground has been rid of the demons.
Feels good not to have
Come and get it, you big dumb. Hey, you're not one of those things out there. Who the hell are you? And I bet he told you it's the Creator's will for you to risk your ass, instead of him, right? Well, good luck with that. I'd give you a hand, but no thanks. I may look like a corpse, but I'm partial to living. Guess the outfit gives that away, huh? I never did buy into that religious mumbo-jumbo with the robe. It gets lonely out in the wastes, okay? And I don't have to tell you, that Bright's group has got some fun. Anyway, I helped them out, and they kept me supplied. First off, I'm not trapped. I'm no match for those things out there. So I found a good defensive position. Oh, who am I fooling? What happened was, I was escorting most of the fight was upstairs. Well, turns out there were even more of those bastards down here than upstairs. I couldn't find the others. So I fell back to this room, set up. Huh. Well, you're polite. I'll give you that. If this was just between you and me, I had a friend with me when those mutant bastards came out of nowheres. She panicked and ran the wrong direction. Further into the basement. She's probably dead. But I ain't leaving until I know for sure. I'd have gone looking myself. You, on the other hand, seem pretty resourceful. Thanks.
What's that, Antler? We have a visitor. An assassin, more like. I say... Hmm? A human who... You mean the ones upstairs? Antler used intercom, told them stay put, but they want to come down in basement anyway. I cannot allow. My kin are... not right in head like I am. They attack you on sight. Ghouls too. They crazy. Your ghoul friends have to wait until you find what Antler brought us to get. Good. Antler brought us here for a reason. Why was that, Antler? Right. A piece of paper. Shipment invoice. Hundreds of stealth boys sent here a long time ago. But stealth boys must be in the one room. One we don't search yet. The one we can't search. A ghoul, but not squishy like others. This ghoul is tough. I thought Antler said, send my kin into that room, but 3 died. Ghoul is a crack shot and set traps too. After I realized I heard Antler wrong, so I locked the door to keep kin out. Then, you come along, Antler. Never! Antler!